keep questioning my motives, my agenda. The answer is, Sam, that I really don't have one. You're living in my house. I'm just trying to be pleasant. That's a problem for you, then. I'll stop.
Really? How would that work exactly? We just ignore each other unless Christina and Molly are in the room?
Well, that seems to be my arrangement with Alexis, so why shouldn't it apply to you and me?
Carly, maybe she...
Down. Down.
I'm okay. Oh, allergies.
Since when?
I don't know. Maybe the janitor and using some different product in here.
Here you go.
Sorry.
Maybe you should see a doctor.
I am. It's fine. You're free to go.
Wait a minute. You said you were keeping Jason here for his own protection, and you're kicking him out the door now. Why?
You know what? You're good with the children. Christina and with Molly, too, and I appreciate that.
They are my sisters.
Yeah, and you're willing to give them your time and attention, which is more than I could say for their mother at the moment. Look, I don't want to mess any of that up just because there's some strain between you and me.
Is Alexis always like this, or has she been, I don't know, extra busy lately?
Alexis has always been driven, you know, to excel, to compete. She used to make time for her girls. I mean, for Christina, anyway. I'm sure you've noticed that she favors Christina over Molly.
Actually, I have.
Yeah, well, you know, Christina's the older one. She needs more attention. Molly's too young to be envious or resentful. Just can't wait to see them in a couple of years, let alone when they're teenagers.
Have you discussed this with Alexis?
How do you suppose that conversation would go, huh? Hey, Alexis, I think that you are favoring Sonny's daughter over mine. Think she'll welcome that insight? Well, she'll probably bite my head off because I question her maternal abilities, and then she'll, of course, turn it around on me and say that I'm jealous of Sonny and that I'm displacing and projecting my own dysfunction on her blameless daughter.
I can almost hear the words coming out of her mouth.
Alexis will never admit that she is a biased, if not well-meaning mother. She would just rather say that I'm a lousy father. That is the first step towards a long and ugly road to family court. I won't do that to Molly.
Is that why you stay with Alexis? For your daughter's sake?
You know what, I'm sure there are a lot of reasons. I can't seem to think of any of them at the moment.
Why did you drag Jason down here in the first place? You're abusing the power of your office.
I had a point.
Which was what?
Carly, just let it go.
All I had to do, get her a cup of water and help her with the chair, and she's going to start respecting your rights. I wish we would have known that a long time ago, Jason. Wouldn't that have been great?
Yeah, would you prefer I keep him here with the air conditioning out? Why don't you two go? Go.
The rules apply to everyone but you.
You sure you're okay?
I'm fine. I'm fine. Listen, I'm going to be in the judge's chambers for another couple of hours. It's Bryant this time, in case anybody needs me.
I thought I was the reason Alexis was spending so much time at the office. I thought she was avoiding me.
Doesn't make much sense considering she's the one who got you the job in the first place.
I'm a clerk. I see her maybe 3 or 4 times a day when I go to drop off files. And half the time she isn't there because she's either in the judge's chambers or talking to Mayor Floyd.
Yeah. She claims to loathe Garrett Floyd, yet she seems to have all these opportunities to meet with him. I don't suppose you were pulled aside and given the whole lecture about being invisible.
Lecture? Yeah, you got one too.
Yeah, I did. Mine centered around the mayor's belief that my inability and less than stellar record with the district attorney's office might prove to be an embarrassment to Alexis.
Wow. Actually, you got off easy. I got 30-minute conversation on how I am a security risk because of my relationship with Jason, and I should help my mother out by telling her everything I know about his criminal activity, and some of it might have made an impact if the mayor hadn't been staring at my chest the whole entire time.
Yeah. Well, not to give the man undue credit, but he does raise an interesting point. Why don't you give evidence on Jason? I mean, he used you, Sam. He tossed you aside. You'd not only be getting revenge, but you'd be doing your civic duty.
You can't be serious.
No, not in the slightest. I know. You never go against Jason. You're completely devoted to him. No matter what he's done to you. I guess I'm just curious as to why. Maybe if you can tell me that, then I can have some sort of insight as to why Sonny has this self-destructive loyalty to him.
Sonny trusts Jason.
Fine. Why? He humiliated him, Sam. He lied to him. He stole from Sonny, and Sonny doesn't even care. He kept you dependent on him for 2 years, Sam. 2 years of danger. He never married you. He never paid you a dime of palimony.
I never
and
wanted
you walk
any
out-
of Jason's money.
Well, love is enough, right?
More than enough.
Okay. Well, I admire your ability to not turn bitter. I guess I just question whether Jason's worth the effort.